Hello everyone. So imagine you're a developer building a house. Would you rather do it alone, brick by brick, or use a team and tools that let you work faster with better quality and less effort? That's what cloud development can do for your business. My name is Alfredo Castellanos, and today I'm excited to take you through a journey of how I migrate a full stack application to the cloud using the Amazon Web Service microservice. With my background in software development and cloud computing, I have gained first-hand experience in creating efficient cloud-native solutions, and I'm excited to share this information with you. The goal of today's presentation is to simplify the complexities of cloud development so that it's easy to grasp, whether you are just starting to learn about this technology. Together, we will explore the process of moving from a traditional server setup to a cloud environment, leveraging serverless technologies, containerizations, and security practice. By the end, I hope to show you how cloud migration can spark innovation and improve efficiency in any organization. This presentation is for those curious about the technician details and those wondering why the cloud is such a game changer. Alright, to get on track, let's talk about how we migrate a full stack app to the cloud. First, we have model for migration. When moving an application to the cloud, there are two main approaches, the lift and shift. Model involves moving your existing application with minimal changes. It's like transferring an entire house without changing its layout. It's quick, but may not fully benefit from the cloud's potential. Next, we have the replatforming. It's like remodeling the house, making improvement like adding serverless functions or leveraging containers to enhance performance without starting from scratch. Next, we have tools for containerization. Containers, like Docker, bundles an application with everything it needs to run. Imagine it's a suitcase packed with all the essentials for a trip. Dockers allow us to pack our app and its dependencies, ensuring it runs the same everywhere. Next, we have Docker Compose. It's like a trouble guide. It helps you manage multiple containers for complex setups by having your database and app service in sync. If you need to manage a fleet of containers across multiple locations, Kubernetes is your to-go option. When dealing with multiple containers, you need a way to manage them smoothly. First, we have the simplified multi-containers management. Think of Docker Compose as your remote control for managing multiple containers. It uses a simple YAML file to coordinate everything, like having a single remote to control all your smart home devices. This means you can launch, configure, and manage different parts of your app with a single command. Next, we have consistent development and production environments. Imagine working in a kitchen with the same recipe every time. Docker Composer ensures your app configuration remains the same whether you are developing locally or running it in production, minimizing those "would it work on my machine" moments. Now, let's dive into serverless, one of the most exciting aspects of cloud computing. Definition and advantage. Serverless architecture allows you to build and run apps without thinking about servers, like ordering a ride instead of owning a car. It scales resources automatically based on demand, which means you only pay for what you use. This leads to reduced operational burden and more time focusing on building features instead of managing infrastructure. Next, we have S3 storage versus local storage. Amazon S3 is like renting a massive, secure warehouse in the cloud, compared to the closet-sized space of local storage. With S3, there's no limit to how much you can store, and it automatically backs up your data. While local storage is fast and directly under your control, it cannot match S3's ability to grow with your needs, making it perfect for large-scale distributed applications. Serverless API are the backbone of many modern applications, making data access seamless and efficient. Advantage of using a serverless API. Imagine a food truck that only opens when customers are around. This is how serverless API works. They scale up when demand increases and scale down during quiet times, allowing you to save on cost. And because you pay only for the time spent processing requests, it is cost efficient. Script for serverless API. The magic behind this involves writing script for Lambda functions that define what happens when a specific API endpoint is called. Using infrastructure as code tools like AWS CloudFormation, we can automate the creation of this serverless resource, ensuring consistency and speed in deployment. Integrated the front end with back end. The process starts with setting up API gateways, which acts as a bridge between your front end and back end. By connecting API's endpoint to Lambda functions, configuring cores, and enabling HTTP clients in your front end, the app and serverless backend can communicate seamlessly. Next, we have database. So databases are the heart of any application, and choosing the right type is crucial. Data models the difference between Mongo database and Dynamo database. So MongoDB offers a flexible schema, allowing for different structures between the same collection, like organizing a junk drawer. In contrast, DynamoDB requires a more structured approach, similar to an organized filing cabinet. Each one has its strength, depending on how dynamic or structured your data needs to be. Queries performed. With MongoDB, we can run complex queries, like using the find method or aggregation pipeline to filter data. DynamoDB focuses on simplicity with primary key queries, but allows for efficient lookup using partition and sort keys. And last, we have script for database operation. The scripts for MongoDB involve connecting to the database and writing specific query functions, while DynamoDB script focus on defining key-based operation using the Amazon Web Service SDK. Cloud computing is not just about where you store data, it's about how you manage resource. Elasticity. Cloud elasticity means having the ability to scale up or down automatically based on demand, like a thermostat adjusting to room temperature. This helps ensure that your app can handle sudden spikes in traffic without wasting resources during peak hour. Pay-for-use model. The pay-for-use model is like a utility bill. You pay for exactly what you consume. This approach is perfect for business of all sizes, especially those looking to save on infrastructure costs. It encourages efficient use of resource and line costs directly with business growth. Security is essential in the cloud. Let's talk about how we can keep everything safe. Access control. Preventing unauthorized access is like setting up a fence around your property. It involves creating strong authentication and authorization mechanism, ensuring only the right people have access to sensitive part of your app. Policies and roles. Think of roles as job titles, and policies as the rules they follow. Custom policies were created to ensure each role has just the right permission, like granting database access to a data analyst, but not to a front-end developer. API security. Securing API connections is crucial for protecting data as it travels between lambda functions and API gateways. Encryption, IAM roles, and API keys act as lock on the door of your data. To wrap things up, let's highlight the three key takeaways from today's presentation. First, serverless architecture offers unmatched flexibility and cost saving by automatically scaling resource based on demand. Second, containerization and orchestration simplify deploying cloud apps, ensuring consistency and efficiency in different environments. Finally, security best practice ensures that cloud apps are protected from unauthorized access, making them safe and reliable for users. As you explore cloud development, think about how these principles can apply to your own projects, whether you are building from scratch or modernizing an existing application. Don't be afraid to dive in, experiment, and see how the cloud can elevate your work to the next level. Thank you for your time, and I'm looking forward to your questions.